What is up YouTube, XCX Solutions here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to remote desktop into any other PC that you have in your house just using Windows. Now this is going to be a really easy, simple, short tutorial, and it's obviously built into Windows so there is no software required. Now if you're like me and you're looking to remote desktop into your second PC that you may have laying around, or you just want to use your keyboard and mouse from your main setup onto your second PC, this is really handy to do. I have a Stream PC which is used for streaming, recording and stuff like that, and I don't want to plug in a mouse or a keyboard, and I'm quite lazy unless you get some kind of KVM switch or anything like that, but that can be quite costly. I'm going to show you a very simple and easy way on how to remote desktop in using your main PC with your keyboard, mouse and everything like that. Your audio will be passed through as well, and it's obviously built into Windows so you don't actually have to download anything. So you may or may not have heard of Remote Desktop Protocol, or RDP as it's also known under Windows. I'm just going to open it here. I do have it pinned to my taskbar. Now this is what it looks like. You've probably seen this before. If you haven't and you're looking at doing this, this is really easy to set up. I'm going to show you how to connect locally, and then I'm going to show you how to open the RDP port, which will allow you to actually connect to your machines from outside of your house. This is really handy if you're working from home and want to quickly access your main computer or maybe a secondary PC, and you just want to jump in and you know, if you're using Windows at work maybe, or if you're on the fly, you can actually use this on your mobile phone, and it's really handy if you just want to monitor stuff and jump in and do whatever you need to do. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find out what your IP address of the actual device is. Now to do that, there are many ways. You can look at your router, or you can just do it the simple way and go into Windows, press Start, CMD, and type in ipconfig. This will show you the IPv4 address, which is the local IP of the computer. Now my gaming PC, which I'm recording on right now, is 161, so I don't have to worry about that. I actually want to connect to my Stream PC. Now I already know what this is. Obviously, like I said, if you don't, then just go into the Stream PC. If you have a keyboard or a mouse, you can find this out. Otherwise, you can scan your network. There is plenty of tools out there on how to do this. I use a free Android app called Fing. I used it in my last video. Really handy. If you're connected to the Wi-Fi on your phone, you can just basically scan the network and it will tell you the name of the device and then the IPv4 address. Once we have the local IP, you can simply go in here, and what I'm just going to do is remove this. You can basically just put the IP address in here. So I know that mine is 192.168.50.172. Now I'm going to hit connect, and it will connect straight away because I don't actually have a user and password properly assigned. But if it does prompt you, which I'll just show you here real quick, you can tick always ask for credentials if you like. Otherwise, if you leave that unchecked, then it will basically log in straight away. So for me, it's Stream PC. It's basically whatever the username is of the device. Now, if you don't know, again, you can open command prompt and type in who am I, and it'll basically give you a username, which is Eden, and then the administrator account. So mine is simply Eden on this account. On my other PC, it's just Stream PC, as simple as that. So I'm going to hit connect. Now, if you do have a password, obviously type in the password. This is the Windows password to log into your Windows machine, obviously. You can click remember choice, hit OK, and then that will be saved for next time. As you can see, boom, I'm into the second PC, which is my stream recording PC, and it's really smooth. Obviously, it's not going to be, you know, absolutely flawless. There can be, depending on your connection, there can be a few minor sort of bugs and stuff that you encounter. If you have like a really intense wallpaper that's maybe like a live wallpaper using Wallpaper Engine or something like that, you can actually tinker with the settings to disable a lot of the stuff for performance. Basically, this is it. If you have dual monitor screens, it will work with dual monitor screens as well. I'm looking at my second screen, and it's actually put the resolution, everything is exactly the same. So if I just open this, you can see I've got a few drives here. I can do whatever I want to do. I can video edit and basically do everything using my current keyboard and mouse setup, which is absolutely awesome. Now there are other clients like VNC and a few different software out there, but I thought this was just the easiest way just to get hands-on with your second machine without actually installing any software. Now if you don't have this top bar pinned, you can click the pin here and this will unpin it. So when you hover over the desktop, it will actually disappear, as you can see. To get that back, all you want to do is obviously hover over at the top of the screen, and then you'll see the connection and basically all of this. If you double click it, it will resize the window. Sometimes the scaling's a little bit weird. If you just wanted to get it into windowed mode, that's a really easy way on how to do so. So I just wanted to show you real quick that I do actually have a second user account set up. So if you know the user account for that, you can just simply type that in like before, hit connect, and it will ask you again for your password. Now this is a different password because it is a different user account. Hit enter, and what it will do is it will actually sign out of the other account without actually going on the machine and then sign into the new user account. And as you can see, I have a new wallpaper which is completely different. I have less apps on here, and I don't have my network mapped drives here as well. So this is actually a separate user account. Very easy and very quick to sign in and out of that as well. So that's really, really handy if you wanted to set it up for your friend. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you how to access this outside of your network. So what you're going to want to do is open command prompt and type in the ipconfig command again. You're going to look for your default gateway, which for me is 50.1. Go into your favorite web browser and go ahead and type that in at the top. Now, if you don't know how to get into the back end of your router, you might have to look on the back of your router or modem to do this. The username may have been changed and the password may have been changed, but hopefully you know this, so then you can follow the rest of the tutorial. Now for me, I am using an ASUS router. It is a gaming router. It does not matter what router you have, as long as you can port forward. Every router is going to be a different user interface, and every router is going to be a different location for the actual port forward function. For me, it's under WAN, and then at the top is under virtual server / port forwarding. Again, it could be completely different to you. As you can see here, I've already opened the port. So all you'd want to do is add the profile or add a port. Just call it remote desktop or whatever you like. You don't actually have to use TCP and UDP. It is just straight TCP, but I like to just stay safe and just do both, just so then you have it open for both of the UDP and TCP protocol. And then the port we're going to be opening is 3389. That is the default port for the remote desktop protocol. Then what you're going to want to do is select the stream PC or your second PC that you're actually wanting to remote into. So for me, it's called stream PC. So if I come down here and select that, it will apply the local IP address, which we was inputting before. Now, if you do know your local IP address, which you should do because obviously we remote connected before, then you can just type that in manually and then hit OK. As you can see here, I already have the service up. I've named it RDP and then 3389 as the external internal port. The last thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and go to ipchicken.com. ipchicken.com is a free website that is basically going to display your public IP address. It will obviously be quite dangerous to give this out to your friends. All you're going to want to do is copy down that address, come over to the remote desktop connection. We're going to paste the IP address in here, just like we did with the local account, and then simply hit connect. Now it's going to ask you for a password again unless you've saved it. Now as you can see, we have successfully remote connected in outside of the network because we're using the public IP address. So if you do have a internet connection somewhere outside of your house, this will work 100%. Now it might not be as smooth because obviously you're not in the current house or next to the PC, but it will get the job done depending on how good your connection is or wherever you are. That's pretty much it for this tutorial. Now, like I said, there are other clients out there. If you do want to use them, you can. This is just a free and easy way on how to remote connect to your second PC if you need to do so. That's pretty much it, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.